Let's begin in reclined fish, resting your spine on a bolster with your head supported, your knees bent, and your arms resting down by your sides. Allow your palms to turn up as you take a deep inhale through your nose, exhaling to soften and sink onto the bolster. Take a few breaths like this, just focusing on the sensation of breath moving through your nose and down into your abdomen. Allow your hands to connect in prayer over your belly. Inhale as arms reach up towards the sky, and exhale to let them settle overhead, parting your hands and bending your elbows into cactus arms. Pause for another couple of breaths here. On your next inhale, allow your hands and elbows to connect over your chest. Exhale to release them back to cactus, repeating 2 more times, just like you're opening and closing a book. On the next inhale, straighten your arms back overhead, connecting your palms into prayer again, exhaling to float them down to your chest. From here, we find boat pose. Engage your core as your arms reach forward, lifting off of the bolster, coming to sit on your sit bones, floating your feet off of the mat, and here we breathe. Feet back down onto the mat. Keep your left arm forward, and as you inhale, reach your right arm back behind you, twisting through the spine and opening the chest. Gaze back at your right hand. And the exhale returns the right arm forward. As you inhale, do the other side, left arm back for your twist. Return your left arm forward. Inhale, float both arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring the arms down just slightly to the right. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms down to the left. And this time we'll inhale, arms up. Exhale, them just down by your sides. Now we can cross our legs and find an easy seated pose. Allow your left arm to internally rotate and settle behind your back. Let's inhale, the right arm reaches up, and then bend the elbow, trying to connect the right hand behind the back. No need for the hands to touch. You can always feel free to use a strap as well if you need. And let's just take a few breaths. To release, inhale, bring the right arm straight up to the sky, and let's exhale, release that right hand down to the side. On your next breath in, sweep your left arm up beside your ear as you side bend over to the right. You can challenge yourself here, maybe picking up that bottom right arm, reaching it towards the right side wall. And then we can inhale, reach both arms up, exhale, both arms down to the side. Trying this on the other side now. Right arm comes behind the back. Left arm up, bend the elbow, try to touch the fingers, no worries if they don't, and then breathe through your nose here. Release your left arm up. And let's place it down to the side. Inhaling as your right arm sweeps up, let's side bend over to the left. And again, maybe you want to challenge, pick up that bottom left arm, keep reaching it to the left side wall, feel those obliques, and then inhale both arms up, exhale both arms down. Let's make our way into tabletop. From here, we're going to rise up onto our fingertips, pressing them into the mat and slowly lowering the palms down. So just stretching the fingers, repeat that 2 times. And then once you're done there, find puppy pose. Let's walk the hands forward and rest your forehead down onto the mat. Breathe deeply in through your nose and out through your nose. Keep those hips up, not settling them down onto your heels like we would with child's pose. And when you're ready, let's come back to table. We're going to inhale, reach that right arm forward, keep the thumb pointing up. As you exhale, bend that right elbow into your side with the palm turned down. We're going to do that 2 more times, inhaling to reach forward, exhaling to bend the elbow in. Finishing up your last one, and from there, taking the right hand behind your head, lift your right elbow higher, twisting a little bit deeper. Next breath in, straighten your right arm up to the sky. From here, we're going to thread the needle, exhaling, taking that right arm down and underneath the left. Let's take a few breaths here. You can return back to table and repeat this on the opposite side. Left arm comes forward, breathe in. Bend the elbow into your side, exhaling for a total of 3 times. And on your last one, left hand comes behind the head. Lift that elbow higher, extra twist. Inhale, left arm straightens to sky. And exhale, thread the needle to the right side. And release, find your table. From here, let's step back into plank, taking 5 deep breaths. Option to keep your knees down for modified plank if that feels better for your back or your shoulders. Just keep breathing, keep pulling your belly button in, looking down in between your hands. Now when you're ready, we're going to lower the left knee down to the mat. And take the right leg and lift it up, just to hip height with the toes pointing to the right. Come up onto right fingertips and then inhale, right arm reaches up for modified half moon. So the chest is facing the right side wall, toes are facing that right side wall. And then let's exhale to release the hand down first. Then you can bring a right knee, bring it in towards your chest, tuck it in just for a moment. And then release that right knee down. We'll try on the other side. So again, start with the leg, reach the left one up, toes point to the left this time, and then you can reach your left arm up to the sky. So while you're here, just avoid dumping your weight into your right wrist. You want to press down with your knuckles. And when you're ready, release. Again, we'll pull the knee into the chest just for a second. And then we'll make our way into downward dog. So lift up your hips, walk it out, stretching out your calves. So we're going to settle here and press into the left hand. Float your right hand over to your left knee and take a couple breaths. Release that right hand and switch. A few deep breaths. Now slowly, you can release your hand and we're going to start to walk up to the top of the mat. So make your way into a forward fold, keeping your knees slightly bent. And then inhale, we're going to slide the hands to the shins for half back, straightening your knees slightly. We're going to keep our back as it is, nice and neutral here. And then you can float your right arm up beside your ear, so reaching it forward, followed by your left arm. So both thumbs are pointing up to the sky. Breathing deeply through your nose, keeping your knees slightly bent. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, connect your hands to your heart. Inhale to rise up to stand. Now let's take one last big deep inhale as your arms reach out and overhead. Connect your palms there and then exhale, bring them down to your heart. Now feel free to stay here in your standing pose, taking as many deep breaths as you need, maybe with eyes closed. And whenever you feel ready to release your practice, you can open your eyes.